coming this spring to premiere. It began on May 24th, 2018, when I was 19 years old. I had a passion to investigate the mystery behind that weird musty smell, the death of a child. Each and every house I went through in photos over the past 3 seasons and about 3 years, using mathematics to determine the name, age, weight, and height of the child, as much as the weight, total caloric amount, and serving amount per person of their butt meat individually. Now, this is the final season to put the theory to not just to the test, but a major reality check. For the season finale, I will look up the address of each home and some public records. Don't worry, this is public information. Criminal and most court documents / records, as long as the public has access to it, is public information as well. By using some statistics, I can determine which child was killed or slaughtered for not believing in Christmas by either the mother figure, father figure, or any other family member. The time has come that we all need to move on. The 4th season will open up with an extra introductory episode, paying tribute to all the other 3 complete seasons, the discoveries that stand out, and much more. It'll end with a 2-part finale, the first one being a very long one, where I find out if all of these cases are legit, the measurements and details are accurate, then who has partaken in each and every murder of over 100 children individually, not the death of 100 children by one individual. That's a completely different story. And finally, the exact reason or motive to commit this horrible act after the fact. The second part being a short and simple one, I present to you a slideshow of every case of the entire series alongside with the name of the victim and suspect. Back in the day, when you were a child, being lucky is not to the best of your ability. Luck is when you dodged a bullet from a mile away. The one and only thing that evokes true fear is pure irony. To die is to live to tell the tale as if you were never born. To live a lie is to tell the truth for nothing. To be killed and eaten is just like being the cherry on top of the Christmas sundae. Red will be the last color you ever see as faith lies in cold blood. The Roast Game Theory Season 4, coming to premiere May 14th, 2021, from Bryan Mullins the Fox. Coming this fall to premiere. Retired American detective Bryan Mullins the Fox introduces to you, the audience, the adventurous mischiefs in a post-detective world. These bad behaviors seem harmless at first. You may ramble on about the happenings of modern-day America or modern-day Ohio, but you know what? Who knows? What kind of bad behavior would this possibly be? What kind of whack-attack shit will be in store for us? Telling some funny yet inappropriate dad jokes that seem relatable? Reviewing certain alcoholic beverages? Doing a few crazy challenges here and there? Or maybe spilling the beans and telling you all some other childhood experiences. It may not seem that bad anyway. At least it's much better than doing all that tedious research and mathematics every fucking day. The adventurous mischiefs in a post-detective world. The investigation may be over, but the fun will never be. Coming fall 2021 from Bryan Mullins the Fox. And now, a very special preview of Corsac Theater's newest coming attraction before the Mistress Aliminello story. Inside the womb, the fetus knows no stranger. The fetus knows no body but the woman in which it is growing in. The fetus sees no one outside the womb. The fetus can only hear more and more as it grows. And as it continues to grow and grow into a full-on newborn, all of a sudden, you're aborted. Outside the womb, the woman surrounds herself in pity, knowing the repercussions of her bad behavior, reluctantly self-aware that she has a fetus inside her, neglectful of the fact that just having control over her own body does not mean that her actions are beneficial in any way, or does mean that it completely purports to free will. And all of a sudden, she's dead. Miles away from the woman, the never-to-be dad goes to the grocery store. He buys fruits, vegetables, eggs, and every other key ingredient to help the woman feed the fetus enough essentials for it to grow all the way up to full term. Not knowing that she has control over her own body, not himself, he grows weary of her. And then, in the middle of the night, he found her dead, with blood that's gushed all over the floor, wall, and even furniture, leaving the fetus flying out of the womb, out of her vagina, and straight through a glass window, for as of then it shattered. The police arrived, and he's framed for it. Bryan Mullins the Fox proudly presents a Corsac Theater presentation, a shocking, realistic, but accurate story about abortion. The very first abortionary centrism documentary coming this Halloween. Unlike the Garden of Eden, a fetus knows no bounds. Unlike the bodily god complex, a woman can do wrong to her own body by aborting a fetus, but suffers the consequences, if not dies from it. Unlike the meaning of life, a fetus can never understand, let alone live up to term, without the woman undermining it. And finally, unlike eating and drinking, abortions can't be done in moderation without it being an addiction or just a filthy bad habit. Fetal philosophy. And now, coming in December to premiere, Bryan Mullins the Fox proudly presents a deep and thorough analysis of these 10 things, one episode at a time. When this starts to premiere, it'll be 10 days until Christmas. From December 15th to the 25th, these 10 days of Christmas will be bloody. The roast game, a final look. Mistress Alice Fiorella Aliminello, an 11-year-old girl who lived at a mansion in upstate New York. She was at the top of her class in elementary school. Her father and mother are known contributors to society in a way where they win the contest for the most decorated home for the holidays every year, 18 years in a row. But behind those vintage doors and those decorations lies the terror, the deceit, the scandalous former holiday tradition that took place. The blood sacrificed just like Jesus, deadly only for her sin and nobody else's. The shit has never been so literal, and the bones don't deserve to go up on that Christmas tree. So much for praying for peace on earth and goodwill toward men. Jesus Christ. Her two only parents, Sally Sherman Aliminello, and that bastard father of hers, Stewie Stewart Aliminello, in the Mistress Aliminello story, coming to Corsac Theater, Christmas 2021. Thanks for joining us for the 2021 promo lineup. And now, our feature presentation.